Cycling for a cause. 2 students have plans to go far after graduation.
Cool beans, we show you how to get your buzz on.
Plus, wake up for Stand Up. An ELN Tonight's head writer makes her ELN morning debut.
All that and more starts right now on ELN Morning.
Live from the Jane and Brian Williams studio at Elon University's School of Communications, you're watching ELN Morning.
Good morning, Elon. We are excited to be back for our first live show of this year in this new studio. I'm Caroline Hartshorn. And I'm Rachel Ellis. It feels good to be back. We're still working on construction, but it should be done pretty soon. Still some workers in the back, but things are moving pretty swiftly. And then we'll be out there, and I'm excited for that. 6 trees are down this morning in Burlington due to severe thunderstorms and rain that led to a flash flood warning last night, but they aren't blocking any roads. All power has been restored after Duke Energy reported 19 power outages in Alamance County. Elon University physical plant has not responded to calls about damage on campus. Burlington police responded to 34 flooded road calls, 5 vehicle accidents, 5 flooded homes, 10 burglar alarm calls, and multiple motorist assist calls. The weather has cleared up, and we'll have your Phoenix 5-day forecast later in the show. Bob Woodward is delivering Elon's annual fall convocation address later today, but do students know who he is?
I do not.
No. I do not, but I was planning on going anyways.
Loosely.
What do you know about him?
That he's coming to Elon, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, still have no idea.
Oh, is he a journalist? Yes. Yeah. Okay, I learned about this in comm.
Not much, just like the whole water something gate thing, yeah.
Oh, okay, Watergate. All right, yeah.
Oh, do they have something to do with Watergate?
Okay, so is he the Watergate guy? Yeah, I remember a little bit learning about him.
Oh, I know about the Watergate scandal.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. I should know that. Yep.
So he's speaking here. Wow.
Next Thursday.
We should probably see that.
Yeah, we should probably go to that.
Well, Bob Woodward has been a journalist with the Washington Post since 1971. He has won 2 Pulitzer Prize awards. The first is for his investigative reporting of President Richard Nixon's Watergate scandal, and the second is for his contributions as the lead reporter covering the 9/11 attacks. Convocation will be held at 3:30 p.m. in Alumni Gym. All 220 classes will end at 3:15 to allow students and faculty to attend. And we have Associate Professor of Communications, Dr. Anthony Hatcher, here to tell us a little more. Thank you, Dr. Hatcher, for being here today.
Thank you for asking me.
Yeah, so why do you think it's important that students attend convocation today?
I think it's very important. Bob Woodward is here for more than just journalism and communication students. He was present at the first resignation and the only resignation of a U.S. president. It's a little bit of a stretch to say he and Bernstein brought down Richard Nixon, but certainly they were instrumental in the first investigation to really find deep-seated corruption in government. So anybody who's interested in the political process, in political science, or just in constitutional issues, or democracy, I think it's extremely important that people go and hear what he has to say.
Great. So you talked a little bit about the political climate. Do you think he's going to discuss the current political situation?
I hope so. It's an unusual year, and one thing that the Nixon resignation showed was that our Constitution works. There was not a sitting vice president, for a while, and then Gerald Ford was appointed or was confirmed, and then there was no bloody coup or anything. Our democracy worked, and so I think he'll probably make a comment on how the current election's going.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Hatcher, for being here. Convocation is a huge tradition on Elon's campus, and we have a bigger tradition happening this weekend. It's Family Weekend. There's a lot to do with your families while they're here, excuse me, There's a sustainability bus tour of Loy Farm on Friday at 2 p.m. Families can experience ELN mini classes on Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Family Weekend tailgate begins Saturday at 12:30 before the football game against Villanova, which starts at 3:30. Director of Parent Engagement says there's something for everyone.
Family Weekend is important because it provides an opportunity for our families to come back to campus, spend time with their student, experience firsthand other students' favorite places, meet their faculty members, meet their friends, just really see what it's all about to be an ELN student.
Keep up to date on the schedule by using the ELN Guides app and downloading the Family Weekend Guide.
But that's not all that's happening this weekend. Also tonight at 7 p.m. in Newman Lumen Pavilion, Professor of New Testament and Jewish Studies at Vanderbilt University, Amy Jill Levine, will present the Truett Center's annual H. Shelton Smith lecture titled Agreeing to Disagree: How Jews and Christians Read Scripture Differently. Tickets are free with your ELN ID. And tomorrow at 3:30 in McCrary Theater, the father of the internet and vice president and chief internet evangelist for Google, Vint Cerf, will discuss the Internet of Things. This event is currently sold out, but there will be a standby line. And if you're in the mood for some live performances, the music department faculty concert is tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. in Whitley Auditorium. All students and families are welcome. And on Saturday at noon, Dancing in the Landscape, performed by BFA dance majors, will take place at Love Terrace.
Former ELN Mayor Beth Schmidt died Monday at the age of 81. Schmidt was the first female mayor of ELN and has a park named after her right down the road from the university. She started her career in the area as the town clerk, and she would later serve as the town manager and then was elected to mayor in 1997. ELN Mayor Jerry Tolley says ELN lost a great voice of the people.
And if I were to characterize Mayor Smith, she probably had more love and devotion for this community than any other person I have ever known.
Two seniors, Amanda Steinman and Nick Suarez, decided to take a different path after graduation, a bike path. Steinman and Suarez are biking over 8,000 miles across the country from Virginia to San Francisco, raising awareness about multiple sclerosis.
After we get to each town, we're going to stop and work with an individual who has MS and help them in any way that we can. So it's an awesome opportunity not only to see the country, but to also help those in need who can't help themselves.
Even though 8,000 miles might seem like a lot, they're not worried about it.
Not nervous, just trying to exercise a lot, trying to get on the bike because I am not the most athletic person, so I've got 8 months to train for that.
Coming up, we'll let you know if you can put away your umbrellas for a family weekend.
And we're going to start drinking on the set.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill. Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
So it looks like the sun is finally shining a little bit. I know yesterday was so bad, so it's really nice to see this.
I know, I'm glad the storm stopped.
Yeah, so Cami Banky is here to tell us what the rest of the week is going to look like. Cami?
Thanks, Rachel. We've had quite a few wet days this past week, especially with the heavy storms that we saw yesterday, and it looks like you're going to want to keep that umbrella handy, at least for the start of the weekend. Today, expect a chance of storms with a high of 80 and a low of 68. Now let's go ahead and take a look at that Phoenix 5-day forecast. Expect showers throughout the day tomorrow for the start of Parents' Weekend with a high of 81 and a low of 64, but Saturday is looking to be beautiful with a high of 82. Perfect weather for the ELN football game against Villanova, and expect sunshine to close out the weekend with highs in the low 80s. Sunshine will continue into the beginning of the week, and on Tuesday expect plentiful sunshine with a high of 78. Live in the studio, I'm Cami Banky. Caroline and Rachel, back to you.
Thanks, Cami. In honor of National Coffee Day, our Elizabeth Kirkhorn wanted to see if she had what it takes to serve coffee at Oak House. Take a look.
It's International Coffee Day, and what better way to celebrate than to stop by ELN's own Oak House. I'm about to learn how to make one of their signature drinks.
We're going to teach you how to make a drink?
Yes.
Cool. And what's your favorite drink?
Well, if I were here, I would probably drink an iced dirty chai.
An iced dirty chai.
Mhm.
Okay, we will do that. Gonna get your espresso. Tamp. Gonna get a little chai to go with that.
What exactly is the machine doing to it right now?
It is pushing hot, roughly 195-degree water at high pressure through the espresso.
Okay.
And you see we've got a nice, it's called crema on top, and then there's your line to tell you got just the right amount.
Perfect.
So both of those are good. And then you said you want some skim?
Yes, please.
Okay. I always like to shake that. We'll top that off with some ice. Ice dirty chai.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Tastes delicious.
She's usually up late, but today we have her bright and early. ELN Tonight's head writer, Maddie Gross, performs live. That's what's up next on ELN Morning.
And it's just about time to live La Vida Mocha. When we return, it's time to drink.
I enjoy a latte.
I like to eat apples and bananas. I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
I will not be news today. I will not make headlines by going through a bad girl phase where I get that bad girl haircut where they shave just one side of your head. And I will not bring a Komodo dragon as my +1 to an award show, even though that would be awesome. I'm Olivia Munn, and I will not be trending today because there's a much bigger story that needs to be heard.
Many students choose to get their coffee from Oak House, but there are a lot of places to get your caffeine fix right here on campus. Our Michelle Klein is here, and she brought us some coffee. So where did you go?
Well, I went to a lot of places on campus, nice. Argo, Arazu. I also went to Einstein's and Acorn. Right. So first, we're going to try these.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yummy.
Ooh.
This is a
Einstein's.
Really? I was going to say Oak House.
Oh. Nope. This is actually from Argo Tea.
Okay. Wow.
Here's the next one.
Cheers. Acorn.
Again, this is not Acorn, it's Einstein's.
Shoot. Cheers. So much coffee.
Lots of flavor. Ooh.
Oak
Argo?
House. Oh wait, no, it's not Oak House.
No.
Arazu.
Yes,
Yay.
Arazu.
Nice job.
I hear it's pronounced
And last one, we have a little surprise for you.
This
The
looks
last
like a
3 have been
PSL.
vanilla lattes. This one is actually a PSL.
Oh, I've never had one before.
Reminds me of fall. I love it.
But that's pretty good.
Yeah, delicious.
Yes, I like that.
And the last one was from Acorn.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Wow.
you. Well, thank you so much, Michelle, for giving us a morning boost. But sometimes you want to get a bite to go along with your morning coffee. Our Selena Guevara has some ways to liven up your classic blueberry muffin.
My favorite type of muffin is a blueberry muffin, so I'm thrilled to be trying these right now. That's exciting. Too bad I have to talk, so I can't eat the whole thing, but no one is allowed to eat my plate because I'm coming for it after the show. So we have a blueberry streusel muffin and a blueberry lemon cake.
Very yummy.
So let's cheers.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm just gonna try a little bit.
This looks so delicious.
There's a lot of good places to get muffins on campus. You went right in for the bite. It's good.
Yummy.
College cooking's my favorite.
Me too.
Wow. While we've tried to finish chewing, we need some coffee to let that go down. If you're not a fan of any of the coffee on campus, there's a ton of chains that are offering deals for National Coffee Day. Still trying to chew that. Dunkin' Donuts is offering 66-cent medium cups of coffee to celebrate being in business for 66 years. If you don't want to spend that much at Krispy Kreme, you can get a free 12-ounce cup of coffee and a glazed donut. And if you want to feel good about that second cup of coffee, make sure to head to Starbucks for each cup of Mexico Chiapas coffee sold. Starbucks will donate 1 coffee tree to coffee farmers in need.
And for a different burst of energy, we have some live comedy to get you going this morning. Maddie Gross is coming up.
Black coffee with a little bit of cream.
Has to have over 5 packets of sugar. So I'm actually that guy that doesn't like coffee, so.
Hey, I'm Tyler Perry. Do you know what hunger in America looks like? Well, it has many faces, and 16 million of those belong to children. Yet billions of pounds of food go to waste each year, and this is unacceptable. You can be a part of the solution. Join us in supporting the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks, which rescues our surplus foods and provides meals to many families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org today. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
One of Elon's funniest students has been taking her comedic talents off the page and onto the stage. Our Courtney Campbell found out more about the head writer for Elon Tonight, Maddie Gross.
After starting to write sketch comedy for Elon Tonight over a year ago, junior Maddie Gross decided to take her comedy to the next level, stand-up.
Over the summer, one of my friends from high school was like, oh, you should come do stand-up with me. I was like, yeah, I've always wanted to. And I thought she was going to say, oh, come do it with me like a few months from now. And she's like, okay, come with me on Wednesday. We're going to this place.
Since that first show, Gross has grown as a comedian.
I'm used to adding more like little jokes instead of longer ones for payoff because most open mics here are like 3 or 4 minutes. So you don't have time to tell an entire story.
Now Gross is on to her next big test, the Ultimate Comedy Challenge at the Idiot Box in Greensboro tomorrow night. 6 comedians will perform stand-up, but only 2 will move on based on the audience vote.
It's really scary for the first time because it's just like most comedians in this area are not college people. They're like 30-year-old dudes who've been divorced and like need you to make them laugh.
But Gross has been striving to make people laugh since she was young. something her mom knew all along.
Tells me now, she's like, oh yeah, I knew you'd do something like stage related then because you just had to be like running the show, making it entertaining.
And she plans to make her mom proud. Courtney Campbell, ELN Morning.
Maddie Gross is in the studio with us to make us all laugh. So Maddie, take it away.
Thank you. All right, so there's no non-alcoholic sounding way to say this, but hi, my name is Maddie Gross. I do have something in common with alcoholics though, a healthy amount of self-loathing. In case it was too early for hating myself. I went to one of those pottery painting places the other day, and you're really just paying to disappoint yourself. Like, you always walk in there and no matter what, you think you're gonna have so much sudden art skill. You're like, I'm gonna be the next Van Gogh. But Van Gogh killed himself, so bad example. But you go in there, there's extra expectations set up for me, okay? Like, I have tattoos and short hair and a nose ring. I walk in and the divorcee at the front desk of Amazing Art Studio sees me and goes, the chosen one. Yeah, honestly, the paint color is there too. I don't understand what's up with like Color Me Mine and all that. Whatever paint colors there are, it's always named by like the repressed aunts of whoever names nail polish. It'll be like green, moss. Dark green, wet moss. And then when you start painting it, it just immediately looks awful. Like, you could be a professional artist. I swear Color Me Mine is a conspiracy, and I want it gone. But no matter how bad it looks, it's fine because you can always just give it to your mom. Moms think that that's a genuine expression of love, which is hilarious because it's way more like a cat bringing in a dead bird, where to you it's like, oh, this is so nice, and the cat's just like, I hate you, and this is all I can give. I don't hate my mom. Mom, I love you. So I also have a dad. I know I look like the human embodiment of daddy issues, but I do have a dad. And dads do this weird thing where they always find the radio station with the most static, and then they just stay there, which is not fun for anyone, but it's like there's a hidden message only dads can pick up. It's like in the static, it's like, be distant to your son. It'll make him work harder. This is how love works. I also love my dad, I promise. Yeah, also dads tend to follow the 4 Bs, especially white dads. Barbecue, baseball, Bruce Springsteen, and Brooklyn pronunciation of huge. I don't know what it is. Once you have a child, you suddenly sound just like Donald Trump. That's how this works. So I also disproved Bigfoot's existence the other day. You know what they say about big feet? There's no way that dude's avoiding cameras. No way. Like, if I can't get on Snapchat without getting pictures that I didn't want, there's no way Bigfoot, if he's real, he's texting some girl right now. He's like, first of all, I may not be real, but our love is. And then she doesn't respond. And then he says, you up. And then sends a picture. And the picture that we all have of him kind of doing one of these, that's just his buddy trying to help him get a nice butt pic. I'm Maddie Gross. Thank you guys for giving me time.
So much, Maddie. Thank you, Maddie. You can hold on to that.
I'm going to keep this.
Just a quick question. How did you get into comedy? What inspired it?
So I have been doing ELN Tonight for a year. I just became the head writer this year, which is awesome. And that was when I first realized, like, okay, maybe I can make people laugh. And then, honestly, it was when Rebecca Hurd opened for College Host last year. She did ELN Tonight, too, and, like, to me, she's famous. And I think she will be. But when I saw her do that, I was like, you know what? If she can, like, get up on stage, like, she had a bit about, like, pooping herself somewhere public. I was like, if she can do this and make this funny, I can make this work.
Yeah, she's been on before. She
has.
Yeah, really great.
So what are some of like the different challenges that you face being on air, doing your comedy sketch, or writing for the show?
The biggest difference is probably what translates visually. Like, if something goes well in the writer's room, but then when we think about producing it, it doesn't come out as well, then I'll just switch it over to like comedy here. And what's nice is whenever I do things on stage, I kind of have more freedom. I can play with it. I can riff on it. And I don't have to worry about how are we going to make special effects for this work because it's just me.
And so what about your show? Are you excited? Are you nervous tomorrow night?
Oh my gosh. I'm excited. I'm nervous. There's tickets on the link on my Facebook. It's tomorrow at Geeksboro at 8:30. I am nervous. There are people who are professionals, but if you guys come and buy tickets, I can win and move on. Please come.
Nice. Thank you so much, Maddie. That is all the news you need to know for ELN Morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us. You can catch us live. Sorry, the ELN Local News Online exclusive. Nope.